Okay, we're getting ready to put the old top back on the old 60. If you recall, we stuck it on there just to get it going. So now we're cleaning it off. We're going to reseal it so we don't get any more water down that transmission. If you recall, this transmission was this pretty much solid rust. Now we've got it cleaned up pretty good in there. We ran it with some diesel fuel. We ran it with old motor oil first, and now we ran it for diesel fuel, a couple of flushings that way. Got everything kind of brightened up in there now, and she seems to be working pretty good. Now we'll get her sealed down and in pretty good shape. Trying here to clean this off so we can get a feller here that thinks we need to have a pattern there for our gear shift for some odd reason. You don't want us guessing anymore what gear we're in. I'd take a wire brush to it. You pretty well have it then, won't you? Using Permatex gasket maker black here.
You think it's enough, or need to be thicker in places, or what?
I think you got her thick.
Well, there were some bows in that.
That ought to squish down pretty good.
Especially right in here, there was some serious
technical term, squishing it.
All right. I think that'll do for that.
Well, if it doesn't, we always wish it had.
I got it glued down as good as it can be glued.
As good as it can be glued. I'm sure we clicked. I haven't seen that. I thought you said you see oil. Where are we at here?
You look about right there. Give her a good squishing. There you go. Tighten her down. We're going to have this like a new one.
Wow.
1947 Oliver 60.
I don't know, does the shorter ones go in this part of it, or what?
I don't think it needs two bigger ones.
Yeah, I would think all the short ones need to go. How many? We need 7 of them. 7 shorter looking ones.
Yeah, the longer ones have to go through the other part, won't it? Here.
Mm-hmm.
Power left.
I don't know. Well, I guess this is. I'm on one extra, so I don't know where I did. The other power lift ones I must have set.
Yeah, through the years, they could have been in and out some, you know what I'm saying?
A few times.
Yeah.
Really short one. I'm gonna put it up here.
Well, that ought to keep the water out of there anyway. We got a new boot. And that works now too. We have a PTO. $35 foot-pound.
Is that what it said?
Oh, I just said that. Normally we just got them as tight as you get them, and that's good enough. You want to stop right before it twists off.
This piece of grease or something fell down in there.
I was greasing underneath that. When I put that boot on the gear shift, there was a piece of the old boot still down in there. And I just filled that up with grease to help it out. It makes those gears shift slicker than snot, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, she's oozing out. So.
Squishing it. All right.
I don't know if we. Yeah.
There's some bolts going on the side here too.
Oh, they go on the side too?
There's bolts on this side, and I got one on that side too, and there's two in the back going there.
They weren't there when I took them out.
Well, that doesn't mean much. I mean, we just got to get some more bolts.
Yeah.
Cap screws, what do you call them?
I need somebody to hold this thing back so I can.
Is that what you need?
Something like that.
Inside the power lift. You get that set of cultivators, put it on it, we'll be able to lay our crops by. Imagine the old cultivators on cover, what, 2 rows at a time?
I would hope.
Might take us a day or two.
I don't plan on doing a whole lot.
That was the way they used to do her. When I was a kid, I cultivated. I'd rather rotary hoe, more fun and faster. When the crop's got too big, you couldn't do that. Inside of a power lift on an Oliver tractor. I'd much rather have a hydraulics.
Well, that wasn't thought of in this time.
No, it's this mechanical lift. Be nice to find an old strip plow too, wouldn't it? This ought to get ready to go down to White River Antique Show anyway. Then we get her back, that's when we're going to really go through it. Paint it, fix it all up. Make it look like new old stock.
Alright.
Ready to glue her down then.
Well. This one has to be quite as thick as the other one. This is cast on cast. There's not much flex to the...
If there's any imperfections, you don't want to leak.
We caught you like caulking here.
Caulking it down, huh?
Well, that crack kind of worries me a little bit.
Well,
there.
that could be where a lot of that water came in.
I say it bubbles up right there. So there's just that's what I say. It's not cast on cast. It's not real rigid here, and it's got a almost like a flat piece of steel to go across there just to help to
hold her down.
Yeah, mash it down. Over the years, it's bubbled up. I think it's on there about enough. Maybe.
Okay. Need help with that?
It would be best.
Let me go.
Out there and lay that on there like that?
I reckon have to. Oh, I did bum it.
When? This?
Yeah.
When'd you take this off by yourself?
Early year, several months ago. I was working on it.
I lifted it off of there.
You did?
Yes.
Well, I put it on then.
Well, you may have left it on her by yourself.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Forward. I don't know where the gears are gonna go though.
That's the trouble. Hang on a second. We gotta get that gear. I gotta strap the axle. I can see where I put that shifter in there. I don't know what gear we're in.
I'm on. Now I put it on there and it's right where it's supposed to go.
Well, we're not worried about the gasket then. We are now.
There it is. There you go.
Okay. Was there none in the very back ones? Because there wasn't any in there when I pulled it out.
What?
The very back holes, there was no bolts in them.
Supposed to be.
Well, yeah, there's a hole.
Back here.
Yeah, but you're going to be short the bolts then, I guess.
Well, we'll have to get some. There's 3/8.
Now, where's this moss straw? This is a long one.
You know, this probably been off now here several times.
Well,
You can go right there.
right into the gears.
Yeah. That way we can hear them chatter.
Well, it still rolls, so evidently you didn't hit nothing.
There he is now.
Come on. Yeah.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
I'm going to have to loosen them up a little bit because we got the...
My hands are filthy. What you got? Oh, you got to loosen them up for what?
Them two in the back, they're not lining up, so evidently our pan is not setting.
Oh, surely it didn't get out of whack in the last 60, 80 years, whatever it was. Let me go see if I got any little bolts.
There we go.
Yeah, we're going to change the seal on this rear axle on this 60. It's already got the wheel and tire off. Now we just got to get the hub to move. Have a little trouble there?
Yeah. You got a puller?
Yeah.
A big one?
No. Okay, we got this hub off finally. We had to put a little heat on it. And we put the wheel back on and drove it around with the bolts out to loosen it up some. We finally put a puller on it, tapped on it, soaked it with Kroll oil. We tried everything. She finally said, okay, I'm coming off. We've taken the old seal off the housing there. We have it right here with the hub. The new seal has been installed, and there are shims there to keep the in play right. That's probably why Oliver went with the keyway instead of these splines, because these splines really hold them tight. And this is the side that was locked up.
I think even the inner race of that bearing shows a little surface rust on it too from the water being on it.
Mm-hmm.
At least on one side of it, because it's not too bad on this side of it. But you get around to here and you can feel it's rough.
Yeah.
That's probably something that'll be done later on too.
Hindsight's 20/20. We should have waited till we got the seals changed before we put the 90 weight lube in the back of it. But we're catching it. We can put it back in. Those are the shims. We've updated to a neoprene seal instead of the old leather felt type seal that was in it. If this doesn't seal it, boy, we always wish it had it. Ready to slip it on? You want to put a little oil on that or a little grease?
Yeah, we better do something to make sure we don't mar this thing up as we shove it in there. You got the grease gun handy?
No, I brought grease over. What do you do with it?
What he do with it?
Well, it was right here.
You left me alone.
Yeah, I wonder if that could be some of that old diesel fuel and stuff still in there running out these axles, you know what I mean?
I don't know, it's pretty thick.
Oh, that is, yeah. Yeah, I mean before when we thought it was leaking. You have a hard time keeping that 55 running, didn't you?
You know what upside and what's downside of this thing?
Yeah.
Or does it really matter?
Where's the part number at?
I got it on the bottom right now.
All right. Well, it's not leaking right now.
Well, that helps. You know?
Oh, I got a drip there too.
Well, put some bolts in it and hopefully that brings it to an end.
Torque was down 35 foot-pounds.
They didn't use fine threads doing this.
Amazing how that leak stopped.
Well, I guess I'm kind of glad we didn't stick that sealer in again. That would have really gummed up the shims, and if you ever take it back apart, you'd really boogered them up.
What you looking for?
Oh, something to tighten it down with, I guess. I think that's about right.
I mean, by the time we get done with this tractor, it's going to be like new old stuff. All right. Now, put the fluid in it before you put the wheel on.
Oh, makes a difference.
It wasn't that bad anyway.
You got to figure out where you want to put that hub at.
Got it on there already?
There's one of your shooting ranges out there.
Huh?
One of your shooting ranges is out there.
Oh, you mean target?
In the way. Target, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, I don't know, you want me to move it? Or
The
what?
targets, yeah. As a matter of fact, I've got all the berm done now, so you can move those targets and put them in place. Yeah, we gotta get some oil absorb on that too. I'd put some grease on that.
Not never sees?
Well, that's what I meant the grease for.
Oh, that's your never sees?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't put Permatex on it.
Does your grinder have the wire wheel on it? I'm just going to touch it with this end.
Yeah, it does. It's over there. Okay, we got the hub in. We moved the tire in a couple inches. Make it a little easier to get on a trailer. But we do have a seal all done, and there's no drips. We get another seal. Corvus only had the one seal. We need to get a seal for this side now. And we'll get it on there and move it in a little bit. There it is, all completed, ready to go. My grandson made the shift pattern there. He got it off the internet. He was going to put it on the power shift down there, and you can't hardly see it with the way the seat's set up. So we put it over the dash, and lo and behold, Kyle said, I wonder what this switch is right here. Wonder what that's for. Flipped it on, the lights came on. All the lights work too. So you can't beat that. The old Oliver 60 coming along. He's going to look and see if he can find a mini alternator and side panels, and we'll have her all complete then. Also able to tune up the old Super 55 that we've been painting. And I got the hood painted. I waited 24 hours and I could paint the hood after I let that primer dry. Grandson was having a little time with this the old Super 55 here we've been working on. Kept dying, and I hadn't done anything since we got it, so he said paint it around on it. So I took the distributor off of it, not the distributor, but the points and condenser out of it, and put new plugs in it. New points and condenser. The point's set at 22, and the plug's set at 25. That's the gap there. And put a new cap and roller on it, and made a new tractor out of it. Run pretty good now. I did a little adjusting on the carburetor as well. So it's idling pretty good and running real good. There's the hood for the Super 55. Got it all painted. Give it a couple coats. Looking pretty good. Let that cure out. Right as a touch now, but I'll let her set. Get a grommet here for the fuel tank. Put that on there. And we'll put this hood on and decal it. We'll have us a nice looking tractor again. Well, that's all we have for you today. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.